That was the sound of a tenor viola. How does it compare to my Baroque viola? They're tuned at the same pitch, but as you can see, the tenor has a shorter fingerboard and a shorter neck, along with a larger body, which makes it more resonant. Here is a photo from the Bavarian Court Orchestra of 1570 with Orlando Lassus, and we've highlighted the 3 tenor violas in it. There is also another photo of 100 years later showing the same tenor in a consort. The earliest music I've played on this viola is by Monteverdi, although I've used it in Purcell and various other English music. In French operatic music by Lully, it plays the lower part of a 5-part texture, the taille, and also in suites by German composers like Bieber, Moffat, and Schmelzer. It was also used in the early 18th century by composers like Bach and Handel. Handel probably intended the lower part of Dixit Dominus to be played on it, and some of the lower parts of the 5-part string writing of Bach cantatas would be the same. Here are some parts from Telemann's 5-part sonata in E minor, where you can see the top part of the viola is written violetta, and it's in the alto clef, and the other part is for tenor, tenore, and it's written in the tenor clef, which was the clef which was usually used if you were writing for this instrument. I'd just like to tell you a few things about this beautiful tenor viola. It's the only English tenor I've seen in original condition. It was made by John Grice in 1728 in Norwich. He studied in London and then moved to Norwich, and you'll see on the label that he wanted you to realise that he'd actually learnt his craft in London. 2 interesting things about this viola are that the wood is English, and you can see on the back he had a beautiful piece of maple, but it wasn't quite large enough, so he's had to add these flanks on. The other thing that's interesting is that the purfling, which goes around to protect the wood all around, instead of being made with inlaid dyed wood, it's been painted on. And you can see here where a player's chin has rubbed it off over the years. To finish with, I just wanted to show you my modern viola, which is made by Baruch Norman in 1695. The reason for showing you is that it originally was a very large tenor. But in the 19th century, when the neck was lengthened, it was cut down to make the playing easier. The only thing that's really left from the large viola are the very large F holes you can see.